Welcome to the IELTS Speaking Listening Test, Passive Listening Channel. I'm Kevin Wynn. This is our first video in the 2025 IELTS Speaking Practice Series, kicking things off with a bang. Find the transcript in the description for key IELTS phrases to boost your score. Today, Lisa Lee and Olive Wynn dive into social media and young people. You'll see Band 5 to 6 and Band 7+ responses to guide your prep. Grab a notebook, practice along, and let's explore how social media shapes the younger generation. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more.
Good morning. My name is Lisa Lee, and I'll be your examiner today. Could you please tell me your full name?
Good morning, madam. My full name is Olive Wynn, but you can call me Olive.
Thank you, Olive. Can you show me your identification, please?
Sure, here it is.
Hello everyone, I'm Mary, an academic advisor. Today, I'll be joining the test as a Band 7+ speaking candidate so that you can watch and learn from this video.
Thank you. Let's get started with some questions about yourself and a few everyday topics. We'll begin with social media and young people. All right, Olive, let's talk about social media, something very common among young people today. Do you use social media?
Yeah, I use social media, like Instagram and TikTok. It's fun to watch videos and talk to friends. I use it every day, I think.
As far as I'm concerned, social media is a must for staying connected. I use platforms like Instagram and TikTok daily to follow trends and chat with friends. For instance, I enjoy watching creative content that inspires me. What's more, it's a great way to stay updated and express myself, though it can sometimes be overwhelming.
Interesting. What do you usually use social media for?
Mostly for fun, Like, I watch funny videos or post pictures. Sometimes I talk to my friends or see what's new. It's, cool.
To a great extent, I use social media for both entertainment and connection. Take Instagram, for instance, where I share photos and explore creative ideas. It also helps me stay in touch with friends across distances, fostering connectivity. On the whole, it's a versatile tool, though I try to balance it to avoid feeling overwhelmed.
Nice. Do you think social media is popular among young people?
Yeah, it's super popular, Like, everyone uses it. They post stuff, watch videos, and follow famous people. It's, a big thing.
There is no denying that social media is ubiquitous among young people. It's a platform for self-expression and following influencers. For example, many of my peers use TikTok to showcase their talents or stay updated on trends. At the end of the day, it's a cultural staple for our generation, driving engagement and creativity.
That's great. What are the advantages of social media for young people?
It's good for talking to friends, Like, you can share stuff and see what others are doing. It's fun and helps you stay close.
I'm inclined to believe that social media offers immense benefits for young people. On the one hand, it fosters connectivity by allowing instant communication with peers worldwide. Take my experience, for instance, where I've reconnected with old classmates through Facebook. What's more, it provides access to educational content and creative inspiration, though it can sometimes lead to information overload.
All right, Olive, that was great. Here's your cue card, along with some paper and a pencil. You have 1 minute to prepare, and you should speak for 1 to 2 minutes. Do you understand? All right, Olive, you can begin speaking now.
Okay. So last year I used social media in a cool way, I posted, some drawings on Instagram. It was like last summer because I wanted to show my art to friends. I felt happy when people liked my posts. It was interesting because, I got a lot of likes, People said nice things, and it made me want to draw more. I didn't expect so many people to see it. It was, fun to share and see what others think. I felt good, like proud of my work. Now I post my art sometimes, and it's cool.
Alright, I'd like to share a memorable experience from last summer when I used Instagram to showcase my artwork. I decided to post a series of digital drawings I'd been working on, motivated by a desire to connect with others who share my passion for art. As far as I'm concerned, it was a way to express my creativity and seek validation from a broader audience. I felt a mix of excitement and nervousness as I shared my posts, hoping for genuine engagement. On the one hand, the positive feedback with likes and comments from friends and even strangers was incredibly uplifting. On the other hand, I was wary of negative comments, but thankfully, the response was overwhelmingly supportive. Take my first post, for instance, which received comments from an influencer I admire, making me feel on cloud nine. What's more, this experience gave rise to new connections with other artists, fostering a sense of connectivity. I'm inclined to believe that social media can be a double-edged sword, offering both validation and the risk of overwhelm from constant feedback. At the end of the day, it was interesting because it boosted my confidence and inspired me to keep creating. This experience taught me the power of authenticity in sharing my work, and it's shaped how I use social media to connect creatively.
All right, Olive, let's dive deeper into this topic for our discussion section. How has social media changed the way young people communicate?
It's changed a lot, Like, people talk online now, not face-to-face. They use apps to send messages. It's fast, but sometimes it's not real.
To give rise to instant connectivity, social media has transformed how young people communicate. On the one hand, platforms like WhatsApp allow quick global interactions, as I've seen with friends messaging from abroad. On the other hand, it can reduce face-to-face authenticity, sometimes causing misunderstandings. As a result, it's a double-edged sword that enhances communication, but challenges genuine connections.
Good points. What are the negative effects of social media on young people?
It can make you waste time, like scrolling too much. And sometimes people feel bad if they don't get likes. It's not good.
As far as I'm concerned, social media can overwhelm young people with its constant demands. For instance, the pressure to gain likes can erode self-esteem, as I've noticed with peers comparing themselves to influencers. What's more, excessive scrolling can lead to distraction and reduced productivity. At the end of the day, it's a challenge to discern valuable content from mindless consumption.
Interesting perspective. Should parents control their children's use of social media?
Maybe a little, like kids can use it too much. Parents should check, but not too strict. It's hard to say.
I'm inclined to believe that parents should guide rather than strictly control social media use. Take my cousin, for instance, whose parents set time limits to prevent overuse, which helped her focus on studies. On the one hand, guidance ensures kids discern safe content. On the other hand, too much control can stifle independence. Broadly speaking, balanced oversight fosters responsible use without undermining freedom.
Thank you, Olive, for your insightful answers today. That concludes our speaking test. I wish you great success in your IELTS journey and all your future endeavors.
That wraps up our first IELTS speaking simulation on social media and young people. Grab the full transcript in the description for Band 7 plus vocabulary and phrases, or turn on captions to follow along and review. Hope this sparked some ideas about how social media shapes our lives. Give us a like, subscribe to the IELTS Speaking Listening Test, passive listening channel, and share your thoughts on social media in the comments. See you in our second session.